Howdy folks, this is truthfulcake, and we are continuing with Metroid Zero Mission. And once again, I have done the thing where I did take like a couple days where I wasn't playing it, and so I kind of forget what I'm supposed to be doing, but you know, that's kind of par for the course by now. I remember, I think I just got the super missile, right? Can I jump up here with this? There we go. Not the, what do you call it? Maybe that's not what it's called. The green, that opens the green doors. And we only have 2 of them, which is kind of, not a lot, but that's okay. Okay, yeah, here we go. So we have opened both the Ridley and Craig doors, so I don't remember what was over here. Did I not go over here? Maybe that's, yeah, okay, let me give that a try. Need to build up some speed for that one. Probably didn't need to go through that door there, but yeah, since we're done with Ridley and Craig, both those boss fights, we can basically go and open those 2 doors that we saw very close to the beginning of the game, which is going to take us to sort of the final area of the game. Sort of, I mean, not really the final area, because like I mentioned in a past video, there's actually a whole section after what I would call the kind of the normal final boss fight, the boss fight that was the last one in the original Metroid game. Which, yeah, I mean, if it seems like I haven't really been going that long, I really haven't, and even then I've been going longer than I need to because I haven't always known what I'm doing. But yeah, it's not a super long game. I mean, I don't need to come down here. What am I doing? I guess it's a bit longer if you get really, really stuck. I mean, I've played this game a lot and I still was getting stuck on certain areas, shamefully. But still, you know, I guess what I'm trying to say is that it seems like it's going pretty quickly, although I'm definitely not gonna, like, break any records or anything. This game does time you, actually, and it gives you, I think, different, I don't know if you want to say different endings or just like, really all it amounts to is just there's like a screen at the end of the game that gives you like a screenshot depending, I think, on how you played it. Can I jump up there? I might be able to, hold on. Can I get up there? Maybe? Maybe not. Okay. Is there anything up here? Nice, missile. See, I had a gut feeling there that there was something up there. Not that it was like, not that I'm like Sherlock really picking up on some subtle clues or anything, it's kind of obvious. But yeah. I remember for whatever reason a couple videos ago, or however long ago it was, I was talking about The Mandalorian. I don't really know why. I think maybe subconsciously I like associate Mando, Din Djarin, I think that's his name, with Samus, because they both wear like suits of armor and they don't take their helmet off very often. Although Din Djarin does take his helmet off a couple times. I finished watching the 2nd season, and as much as I was, I think, kind of like going on a big rant earlier about just like how I feel about Star Wars like overusing nostalgia, in my opinion, and how they like bring back characters when they, in my opinion, don't strictly need to. They're just kind of doing it for, you know, because it's going to get the fans excited, and it's an easy way to get those Disney Plus subscriptions, I would assume. But, you know, I still, as a Star Wars fan, have to admit that it's cool, you know? Seeing, well, I guess, I don't know, I was going to talk a little bit about it, so spoilers for certain parts, but seeing some of those, I guess I don't have to say who it was, seeing some of those characters brought back, on one hand, I'm kind of like, it just seems sort of like an easy, maybe, I don't know if I would go so far as to call it lazy, but it seems like just an easy way to make money and get fans excited without actually having to put in a ton of, you know, without having to put in the effort needed to like create a new character. You know, it just seems like it'd be easy from a writing standpoint, and I'm not a master writer or anything. I obviously don't write for television. But it seems like it'd be easier to just be like, oh, we're going to bring back this character that you guys already know and love, rather than do effort to make our own, which they actually have. They've actually put in, I would say, an admirable amount of effort making, you know, Din Djarin into this really cool guy, and I really like him, and I think they've done a good job with it. But yeah, like, I have to admit, I don't know who I'd be fooling if I didn't admit that it is cool seeing some of those characters come back, even though part of me doesn't want to like it. Part of me was like, this is cheap. I don't know, cheap seems too harsh. It's not so much cheap, it's just like, it feels like it was an easy thing to do without necessarily putting in work to make new characters as cool and iconic as the old characters already were. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, it is cool seeing some of them come back too, especially some of the actors. Well, I guess I already gave a spoiler warning. The actor for Boba Fett coming back is pretty darn cool. What is going on with this missile? I just want to get up there. What? Come on, buddy. I keep getting knocked off by this stupid thing. Ugh. Dude, I'm gonna like die because I'm sitting here getting smacked repeatedly by these things. Are you kidding me? I want to get the missile. I don't want to leave it. Can I like shoot all these guys? And just bomb? I need to know what's blocking it. I don't know. Come on. Oh, okay, never mind. I was just wasting my time. I can't do that yet anyway. Can't do that one yet. So no go. That was just a waste of time then. Oh, actually, maybe I can now. Yes, Screw Attack. Which was the title of a website thing that made videos that I watched when I was younger. I watched a lot of Screw Attack stuff. I was really into them. But yeah. As much as I might be like, part of me might wish that they didn't bring back iconic characters just for that. And I think it's even worse in the sequels, especially like the 9th episode I watched fairly recently, and it was the first time that I'd watched it. Ooh, I can actually kill these guys. That's awesome. So yeah, Screw Attack, every time we do like a sideways jump, the kind where we used to flip around like in the air, it adds like a, as you can see, sort of like an electric area of effect damage thing. So we're not going to be able to damage people just by jumping, which is fun and convenience, I think. Also, there's a green door just down there that we haven't opened yet. I just recently watched, fairly recently, the 9th episode of Star Wars, which I saw about a year after it actually came out. I did not see it when it came out. I think I just wasn't in the Star Wars scene, or I don't know what happened. Quarantine, and I didn't have Disney Plus for a while. And I don't think it's a horrible movie. I don't think the sequels are like horrible at all. I think they do some things that are really cool. I think some of the one thing that I consistently think is really awesome from the sequels is the special effects. I think the special effects are fantastic and just feel really awesome. I think all the design of the characters and everything, just it feels like a cool movie to look at. Very visually appealing in my opinion. By the way, I'm not a movie critic. I don't know why I'm coming off like I'm some sort of pretentious movie critic. I'm not. I don't even know that much about movies. I'm not even like a Star Wars expert or anything. I do like Star Wars though. But the thing I didn't like is that they were just like, Palpatine's back, why not? We didn't really foreshadow that at all. We were actually doing a different, we were doing Kylo as the main kind of antagonist, and then they had the Snoke guy who is supposed to be kind of like the secondary, the whole Sith rule of two thing where there's two main Sith. What is this? Oh wait, that's fake. Yeah, because there's people flying around in there. I didn't think Snoke was that cool. I barely even remember him. He was hardly in anything. But they were making an original character, which I admire more just from an artistic standpoint. And then they were just like, at some point, it'd be really cool. It would get butts and seats. Palpatine. Why? Why was that necessary? I think what I need to do here is, I think I need to freeze. I might need to freeze one of these things. Maybe. Can I do that? And then... see? Check it out. I can't do that though. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna kill it with the Screw Attack. Come on. Come on. Let me kill it. Can I, like, jump straight? No, I can't. I do think... Hold on, let me try something. I do believe... I might be wrong. I think with some of these you can actually turn them off. Okay, never mind. I don't think I can turn it off. No, I don't think I can turn it off. I could have sworn either this game or one of the games I played, you could, like, manually switch between, like, what type of beams you shoot and stuff like that. Get up here. Ugh. Darn it. Oh, that's not gonna help me. Come on. Come on. Okay, now just jump straight up. There we go. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. And then, yeah, there was a whole, like, scene at the end of the movie where, again, spoilers, where it's like, you hear, like, all the voices of, like, past Jedi, and that just felt like a big, like, hey, have nostalgia cue card. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems way too easy. It's just like, hey, we're gonna bring back voices of all these cool Jedi. But it's like, why was that even a thing? Where did we include that as, like, something that could be done? Some of those criticisms might be kind of... I mean, you know, I think at a certain point you have to stop being, like, a snotty critic and just be like, hey, that was cool. But, I don't know, part of me just can't get behind the whole, like, the whole feeling where it's just like, oh, they just did that because they knew it was going to hype some fanboys up. And then that was, like, all the thought that went into it. I don't know. I'm probably totally wrong. I'm sure a lot of thought went into it. I mean, Disney is not necessarily just going to, like, slap something together, but it's the whole thing where, like, and I'm probably repeating myself. It's been a while since I talked about it, since I recorded the video where I was talking about this, but I know I talked about a lot of this already. But I think that's one of the biggest things with Star Wars that just bothers me is when they repeat, when they bring back characters rather than do their own thing. When I know that they can do their own thing and they could make individual new stuff that is cool. I have faith enough in them that they could do that. But a lot of the sequels, it seemed like they were just kind of retreading stuff or bringing back characters. Obviously, even from the first movie, you know, Han and Chewie and Leia and Luke and everybody was coming back. And in a way, it kind of makes sense within the universe because it was a direct sequel and it was taking place. Sorry, I have to think about which way I need to go. I think to get back up to Brinstar, I need to... Did I come from the right? I thought I might have come from the right, but... Actually, I don't think I did. Okay, I'm gonna go to the right. I'm gonna go this way. I think this is the way I need to go. But another thing from Mandalorian, besides the fact that they brought back basically 3 characters, and I won't necessarily say what all 3 they were, but if you've watched it, you know what I'm talking about. They basically brought 3 characters back that were all pre-existing characters, one of which I did not really even have nostalgia for, because I have not, as of yet, watched the Clone Wars, and I'll have to change that at some point. But yeah, they brought a lot of that stuff back. The other thing, though, is that, coming from a huge, I don't know, I do the thing where, like, I say something and then that reminds me of something else that I'm gonna say, but then I take, like, an eternity to actually say that thing. I think back when I was talking about how Samus doesn't always take her helmet off, except, like, at the end of the game, they have, at this point, spoilers, had Din Djarin take his helmet off, like, 2 or 3 times, I think, and it's cool. On one hand, I'm cool with it because I like seeing Pedro Pascal, you know. I mean, let's be honest, he's a pretty good-looking guy. And I like seeing, you know, it's cool to see the person's face. It's a cool moment, especially, like, the very first time, which is in, like, the finale of the first season. They did not wait long at all. And that's the big problem I kind of have, is it just feels like this big, like, shocking revelation. It just feels like a big, like, moment. But they did not, by any means, like, really wait to play that hand very long. I mean, they did it right at the end of the first season. They're like, yep, we might as well show it to you. And it just felt like it might have been even cooler if they had waited even longer, you know, I don't know if that makes sense. If they'd waited even longer, to show that off. Because the other reason why is, I think I mentioned this before, but what do I need here? That's not gonna help me. Oh, look, another green. Okay, I can't go this way because it's another green door. But I kind of admire, I admired so much in the first season and even in the second season that they were able to make a character that's actually compelling, and at least for me, I actually am like commiserating with and feeling for, and yet we never saw his face. I feel just like, I don't know for certain, but I have a feeling that, you know, from seeing that, that it would be harder to write a character that's someone that the fans actually care about and not show his face, which is such a center of emotion, you know, for human characters. I don't know, man, I'm not doing well here. What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, can I kill this guy? Yeah. It just felt really impressive to me that they made an actually, oh man, I guess I'm just gonna trudge through the lava here. It's really pathetic of me, but that's what I'm doing at this point. That they made a character that actually had a fair amount of characterization without, oh, you know what I think it's gonna do? I remember this. I think it's gonna like drop. Okay, I almost fell for that. I think what it's gonna do is it's like a chain reaction with the bombs, and then yeah, it's gonna drop. Okay, yeah, there we go. I think that floor underneath is not a solid. Yeah, that's not a solid floor. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh no, I need to get out of this. Okay. Yeah, they try to trick me out there. I was too crafty. I did not fall for it. But yeah, and then in the end of the second season, spoilers, they did just kind of break down and had him do it a couple more times. I mean, technically with the first season, there was kind of a technicality that he didn't break his creed because no one actually saw him take the mask off. That was a human. The only person that saw him was the droid, which kind of just feels like a technicality, but you know, they still technically had not had him break his creed. By the end of the second season, he has definitely broken his creed. He's taking it off in front of people. And the one part that I actually really liked about that is that it showed how serious he was about saving Grogu. You know, like it showed that that Grogu was more important to him than his creed. And I admired that. I was like, yeah, that's really cool. I don't know, it makes me have respect for the character because it shows how much of a priority Grogu is for him. And I thought that was really cool. But at this point, especially since there was sort of like a revelation that, what am I doing wrong here? Oh, can I? Ugh, I thought I already did this. I just want to go back up. Why does life have to be so difficult? I just want to go back up. Am I not able to do that? Gosh darn it. I'm kind of tired of being in Norfair. Let's get out of here. Something I can do over here? Ooh, yes. Okay, here we go. So in a way, I think I'm mixed about like him taking off his helmet. And then like I was saying, there actually was sort of a revelation that apparently, I don't know how legit or not this is, but apparently, is that a green door up? I can't tell. I don't think it is. Never mind. But apparently, it's not like all Mandalorians don't all keep the helmet on and follow the creed. Apparently, only certain Mandalorians do. So I feel like, and I don't even know how long the show is going to go on. I actually have not researched. I don't know how long they were planning it, if there's even going to be a third season. I hope there is. But at this point, I don't even know, like, it wouldn't surprise me if from now moving forward, he probably just gives up the whole creed thing and just starts taking his helmet off more, because he's already broken it. You know, like, it would make sense to me. It's like, oh, well, he's already broken it. Might as well just take it off at this point. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I guess it's okay, because we've already had characterization. That's so weird. What? I was trying to... There was a block that let me... Oh, there we go. because we've already seen him become an interesting character without having seen his face. Again, not seeing his face is not a big deal. It's not like it's impossible to make a good character that doesn't have like facial expressions and stuff. I just respected it more because it seemed like it would have been harder. And I also respected it because it's not something that, it's a little bit unexpected. I'm sure it's not the first time that something like that has ever been done, but it's kind of unexpected to have your main character like block his face. It adds an element of mystery, you know. And that's what I was saying earlier with him taking it off. You know, from the very first episode or whatever, whenever the viewer learns that he doesn't take his helmet off, well, from that point onward, the viewer is always going to want to see his face. It's a mystery. The viewer is always going to want to know what the guy looks like. I feel like it may have been more impactful if they waited a little bit longer, but who knows? I don't know. I'm not a television writer. What do I know? Nothing. I just know what I like and don't like about Star Wars. And overall, I guess if I was to break down the whole thing that I was saying, okay, I guess we're just going to go straight forward. We're going to go for Turian. I'm sure there are other areas I could go to find secret bonus stuff. I'm sure. I mean, I know I haven't found everything by any means. But I don't want to belabor, I don't know if that's the right word. I don't want to make this this video series longer than it needs to be. I just wanted to kind of do a quick one because I felt like playing Metroid Zero Mission and I felt like playing a Metroidvania, and this is one of my favorites. So I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna go for like beginning to end just about as quickly as I can. I'm not gonna put too much time and effort into hunting around for stuff. Although I've hunted around for some stuff, but well, not really. I haven't hunted around. I've just stopped to get things if I notice them. Can I even go? I don't even think I can do it this way. I don't think I can do it this way. Can I go down? Oh, I can go down. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Okay, never mind. We're good. I actually had on my list of possible questions that I could ask you guys, and also just ask myself to give myself something to talk about. I had the question of whether you prefer the originals, prequels, or sequels. I feel like I've already talked enough about them, so I've kind of already covered that, but I don't know if I ever asked that specific question. So if you're watching, you want to write down, I think one thing I may have talked about in the past, again, I should do all these, I should do every video, right in a row, or, within a few days, because then I won't forget what I've talked about. What's the deal here? I need to, oh no, never mind. I just need to be patient. I think I already talked about the whole thing where it's I just find it very interesting how everyone kind of dumped on the prequels when they were first coming out, and for a while afterward, the prequels were very maligned by people who liked the originals, by people who grew up with the originals. And now, people that are my age, my generation, we grew up with the prequels, and now the prequels get a lot of love, and the sequels get a lot of hate, and I think it's just kind of one of those cyclical things. Usually, you usually end up having nostalgia and liking what you grew up with and not liking whatever is. Once you hit a certain age, I'm not like a very old adult quite yet, but once you hit a certain age, I think you start wondering what is going on with people younger than you. You know, you look at modern kids shows and modern kids movies, and I feel like every generation is always convinced that whatever comes next is garbage, compared to what they had. I think that's just one of those societal things that keeps happening. And that's interesting to me, and I think it's cool that you can see that happening in Star Wars. Honestly, I think every trilogy... Okay, this is our very first time we're facing the Metroids. This is kind of a big deal. These things kind of freaked me out when I was young and I first attacked them, because... Okay, I know what I'm supposed to do here. I know how to take them down, but it's not entirely super clear right from the get-go, and it was definitely not clear when I was a kid and I first played it. But basically, you need to use the okay, see, this is what they'll do if they get a hold of you. They latch on your head and they suck your energy out. And it's kind of freaky, honestly. But what you need to do is freeze them and then get underneath them and shoot missiles up. Spoilers if you're planning on playing this game and wanting to figure that out for yourself. It's not like a super big hard secret or anything, but these guys do start to become a bit to manage. yeah, they start to become a bit to manage, especially with these freaking, what are they, like peach rings floating around, where these things are. I don't know, donuts. See, yeah, especially if you're doing with more than one. I'm dealing with 2 of them now. They're pretty easy if you just have one at a time. I was trying to take the first one first and then come back. They're not too difficult if you get them like one at a time generally, but yeah, these are the titular enemy of the game. Had the whole game series named after them, so they're kind of important. And you know, they're probably one of the only enemies in the game that require like a general amount of like planning. You have to like kind of lead them up to the point where they're like up off the ground, and then freeze them so you have room to get up underneath them and blast them away. So that's interesting. Like, I didn't do it right there. But they're not very easy, or they're not very hard to kill if you know how to kill them, which is one of the things that I definitely remembered. But it did take me a while, I think, when I first played it. Sometimes they don't really get off you very well, like they don't fly up very high. Okay. Okay, another one. Come on, buddy. Come on. Get off of me. Too much. Oh man, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them now. Okay. I'm gonna try to before I move on to this later in this room, I'm gonna try to take these guys out. I can also kind of farm these ring things to get like health and stuff. Come on. Okay, get wrecked. No good. I think I can. No, I cannot attack the Metroids with screw attack, but I can attack these rings. I believe I can take them with screw attack. Stupid Metroid. Why does my life have to be so difficult? Okay, just stay. Oh, darn it. I kind of want to like sit here and farm these rings just so I can get some health, and they're not giving me health. I don't want to die to these guys. This is gonna be embarrassing. I gotta keep my rep up. My rep. Like I have any rep. I've admitted to everyone from the onset that I'm not necessarily very good at games. I like to think I'm decent at Metroidvanias though, but not that decent. Why is it not giving me health? Come on, man! Don't hold down on me. Man, I need missiles too, I guess, but not as much. Ah, darn it! Oh, I'm done. Maybe. No, I'm not done yet. Dang it. Yes, give me the health, please. Why am I getting so stressed? Why so stressed? I remember the, well, technically not the final, but final boss of this game is not, I don't even know how to describe Mother Brain. I wouldn't say she's definitely not one of the hardest. I don't think she's super hard to kill, I just think she's very annoying to kill. That seems like a very qualified statement. Basically what I mean by that is just like, well, you'll see. I don't think I'm going to do it this episode. I think I'm probably going to do it next episode because I got to cut this off at some point here. But, get there. But she's very annoying to kill because just, it's not even necessarily her, but the sort of arena that you face Mother Brain in is just very, it's just very obnoxious having to kill her where you do, and you guys will see what I'm talking about. There's just a lot of distractions. It's one of those boss fights where, like, there's a bunch of stuff that's kind of... Oh, no! Stay over there. There's a bunch of stuff that's kind of, like, distracting you from the main boss, and so there's a lot of, it's one of those bosses that I don't even think I need to say a spoiler. I'm telling you how the boss is gonna be like a video before I actually fight it. No, just dang it. No, 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 no. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Just stay put. Oh man, I'm so done. I'm done. I gave it a valiant effort. Okay, I think I'm going to cut this one back, and then next episode I will try to get to the end of the game and beat the final boss. And we'll see if that happens. But yeah, thanks for watching and listening to my inane ranting about Star Wars. We'll catch you guys later. Bye.